Okay, the fifth cranial nerve, or the trigeminal nerve. Now, the trigeminal nerve actually has two nuclei associated with it, and it's a very big nucleus. One of them is actually pretty big. This is the sensory nucleus of trigeminal nerve, which is highlighted in black over here. It has a pontine part, which is inside the pons, mesencephalic part, which is extending all the way to the midbrain, and a spinal part, which is going all the way down the medulla and the spinal cord like this. Okay, this is actually the sensory nucleus of the trigeminal nerve. And what does this detect? One thing, it is responsible for facial sensations. Okay, facial sensations from the forehead to the cheek and the chin. Okay, the anterior part of the face is actually detected by the trigeminal nerve. Also, tongue sensations, not taste obviously, not taste, that is detected by the facial nerve. Tongue sensation like crude touch, like pain. Okay, so tongue sensation on the anterior part of the tongue is detected by the trigeminal nerve. Okay, now what is this red thing? This is the motor nucleus of the trigeminal nerve. Now the motor nucleus is responsible for the voluntary control of the muscles of mastication, or the muscles which are involved in chewing. So muscles of mastication are masseter, temporalis, and the pterygoids. Okay, it also supplies a small muscle called the tensor tympani, which is actually uh, sorry about that, which is actually attached to the handle of the malleus. Okay, handle of malleus, a small bone in the middle ear. Okay, and this nucleus also supplies another important muscle, or actually a not so important muscle, I should say. It's called tensor Veli Palatini. Okay, tensor Veli Palatini. This is a small muscle which is involved with the soft palate or elevation of the palate. It's a very minor function, so it's not very clinically important. We'll not talk about this too much. Okay, so remember, the muscles of mastication, tensor tympani, these are the clinical parts, and the tongue sensation and the facial sensation. Okay, so this is the basic anatomy of the trigeminal nerve.